Hello everyone, welcome to another top 3 video. Today we're going to talk all about the top 3 White Scars relics. If you're enjoying the content and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell to show us your support and so that you know every time we release one of these videos. Right, let's jump right into it. So, the top 3 White Scars relics. Now, I just want to put an honourable mention in there because captains with loaded out weapons for White Scars can be incredible in combat. So my honourable mention here is Master Crafted Weapon because it increases the damage characteristic of one weapon carried by your Warlord by 1. That's amazing because from battle round 3 onwards, you get +1 damage anyway. So in battle round 3, 4 and 5, you'll have a +2 damage captain with whatever weapon they've got in combat. Now, I just wanted to put that in as an honourable mention and not mention it on the list because I definitely think it's one of the best 3 to take. But the reason why it's an honourable mention is because it's not like a specific to White Scars relic. So that's why I put it as an honourable mention. But definitely take it, it's incredible. So in at number 3 on the pure White Scars relics for me is Plume of the Planesrunner. Plume of the Planesrunner I think is brilliant for maneuverability, especially on your ground units. What it does is it adds +1 to advance and charge rolls for friendly White Scars infantry units within 6 inches of the bearer. So it only works on infantry units, but some of the infantry units, close combat ones, are incredible for White Scars currently. Like Blade Guard veterans are amazing, Vanguard veterans are amazing, aggressors are amazing. You've got all these infantry units that are really good for White Scars, but they're pretty slow at getting up the board. So having a guy there, most likely a captain or a librarian, because the storm speaking discipline is amazing. So if you're going to do it, you're probably going to have a character like that, like a librarian or even a chaplain, to give everyone +2 to charge if his litany goes off. But if it doesn't, he's got the Plume of the Planesrunner then, sitting in the middle of your bubble, giving everyone +1 advance and charge. Just getting your infantry units to where they want to go more reliably. In at number 2, I've got Mantle of the Stormseer. Now, I think Mantle of the Stormseer is key. What it does is it lets your Psyker have +1 to psychic test results when rolling a power on the Storm Speaking discipline. Now, I think it's key because some of the powers for White Scars are phenomenal. You've got Storm Wreathed, where you cannot be overwatched. You put it on one of your units, and that unit cannot be the target of an overwatch, and that's cast on a 6. And then you've got Ride the Winds, which is +2 to advance and charge rolls for 1 unit, which again is amazing, especially if you do it on a Vanguard veteran unit, because they can advance and charge as White Scars as well. So you're looking at, if you roll a 6 on your advance, you could advance 20 inches and then still make a charge move with +2 to it. So it's very, very versatile, and that's also cast on a 6. Now, you won't understand the amount of times that you'll roll a 5. And just casting powers on a 5 is so much more reliable than on a 6. And the reason why this comes in at number 2 for me is that the good powers, all of the good powers on the White Scars discipline are all cast on a 6. So, if some are cast on a 6, some are cast on a 7, some are cast on a 5, I would say this relic isn't as important. But because all of the good ones are cast on a 6, to drop them all down to being cast on a 5 is incredibly powerful, I think. It's a massive trick to have up your sleeve. So that's why that's in at number 2 for me. Number 1, I've got Wrath of the Heavens. Wrath of the Heavens is just an incredible relic. White Scar specific, biker specific, can only be used on a biker character. But I think it's amazing because, like, a chaplain on a bike now, this relic, man. This relic is what you take. So Wrath of the Heavens, what it does is you put it on a biker character. His move characteristic becomes 16 inches. And also in the movement phase, he can move across models and terrain as if they were not there. So it's amazing on a chaplain on a bike because you have a chaplain on a bike, you do the litany for +2 to charge, and then you just whiz him up the board when your deep strikers come in. So if you've got Vanguard veterans dropping in, if you've got Terminators, because Terminators with chain fists are really good for White Scars. So if you've got any of these things dropping in from reserve, like, you can get this chaplain to wherever he needs to be to give those units +2 to charge. Because essentially, he moves 16, so when he advances, he goes 22 automatically. So he goes 22 inches in any direction, in a straight line, going straight over models and terrain as if they weren't there, and gets to exactly where you need to go. So strategically, this relic is incredible, and that's why it's number 1 on my list. Oh, and it always comes in useful for me. So yeah, those are my top 3 White Scars relics. If you have any that are serving you really well, please leave them in the comments below for everybody to share, because it's all about growing as a community. Until the next video, guys, I'll see you later.